Sometimes we take a lighter look. Just have a laugh with us. We are the antidote. Unhinged, 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 unhinged. With Dwayne and Elise. We want days of work on water, and the good days they unlimited. But no matter what you're wearing through, we are the antidote. We are the antidote.
Good night, good night, good night, good night. Welcome to another episode of Unhinged. I am your host, Dwayne, along with my miserable Sergeant General of the VI Woman Army, the one and the only miserable. Say your name, Elise, so act like you know is you I talking about. I can't hear. We can't hear you, Elise. Maybe that's a good thing. You're talking sharpness already. Turn on your mic, we can't hear you. No, still can't hear you. Elise? Can't hear you. Check your mic, see, make sure your mic on. And we have a special guest tonight. She's our podcast liaison to the dating world, to the single scene. The one, the only, Kaya. Good night. Say good night to the people. Elise, we still can't hear you. No? I think, no, we can't hear you. I think that's the guard speaking, you know. That's the guard speaking.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you're in tormenting me tonight. Check that mic of yours. Anyway, yeah, so while Elise tried to figure out what she do to the guards that they muted her, okay, Elise, log out and come back in. Oh, no, don't do that. Try, turn your mic off and turn it back on. While you're doing that, let me go over the rules. This is Unhinged. We have 4 basic rules. We don't use real names because around here we protect the guilty even more than innocent. Rule number 2, all our statistics are scientifically unscientific. Rule number 3, we don't talk politics, we don't talk religion as much as I'd be tempted to. And the most important rule around here is we listen so we can judge. Okay, housekeeping. Also, follow us on YouTube, Unhinged_VI, and of course here on Facebook, the Unhinged, the Dwayne and Elise show. Little disclaimer, let me put out there, anything that I say, the things that come out of my mouth are the opinions and thoughts of me and me only. I'm totally unscripted, so as I come in now, I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth. If my mouth doesn't say it, my eyes probably will. So that's a little cue, a little heads up. That's about it. Elise, sound check. Elise. All right. Kaya, sound check.
Yes.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I could hear
Can
you.
you hear me now?
I could hear you now.
Okay.
I need a little phone walk on that. It was
I do.
Sprint.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
No, Verizon.
Verizon. Oh, Verizon?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right. Elise, log out and log back in. Okay. In the meantime, Elise, she can't hear me? Was she ignoring me?
I don't think she can. It don't look like she can hear you.
No, she can't hear me. All right. So anyway, let's get started. Tonight we will do
Can you hear
something
me
I
now?
did. Yeah, I could hear you now.
Yes, we can hear you now.
Oh, the gods have set you free.
This is crazy because now I can't hear OC.
You know? You got Whopper up there, man. You take Whopper to Colorado with you? All right. Tonight we're doing something a little different. Tonight, our topic or the theme for tonight's show is Am I Being the A-hole? All right. So we're going to run through some different scenarios and then we're going to talk about it and decide if the person that is the proponent or the speaker, we're going to decide whether or not they are the a-hole for being or taking whatever action they do take. Okay? So you ready to get started? At some point, I think Elise will join us at some point. All right. So the first one we have, it's called My Toxic Cousin. So I have a story. Elise, you're back. Elise, you could hear us? Elise?
Nope.
Okay. All right. I have a story I would love to share with you and get your reactions to ensure that I'm not overreacting. My cousins and I have kids born a month apart. I have a son, she has a daughter. One day our children were playing and talking age-appropriate smack to one another, while my son's little girlfriend, who happens to be his cousin's best friend, was on the phone with them. To preface, they call each other monkey, which I hate, and I've asked them multiple times to stop, but they both don't listen. So on this particular day, my son calls his cousin monkey. The cousin gets upset and comes to me complaining that my son is using the term, complaining to me that my son using the term was embarrassing her in front of a friend. Maybe I'm wrong, but I lead with logic, and I ask her why it was okay before, but it's upsetting her now. So I'm trying to get to the root of why she's hurt. She didn't want to hear me out, so she went to her mother complaining that my son embarrassed her in front of her friend. Her mother immediately starts calling my son all kind of names. And as an 80s baby, you know, from the tone in which someone calls a name, whether it's serious or not. So this tone was serious. The first thing out of the mother's mouth to my son was, who the F do you think you are? I immediately intervened because you can ask my son a question about what happened, but you're not going to come for him. You're not going to come for his confidence in the process by demeaning him. So I say to her in a calm but upset tone, don't yell at my son. You don't know the full story. At this point, my cousin starts to raise her voice at me as if I did something to her. So I immediately grabbed my son and started to walk away. So as I'm walking up the stairs to grab my belongings and leave, my older cousin is following behind us, still yelling and carrying on. So I remain silent, mostly because the children are watching and I don't like to argue. While I'm packing up my belongings, I call the police. So this isn't the first time she's acted like this. The last time she put her hands on me and threatened to call the police. And threatened to call the police on me if I put my hands back on her. At that time, she knew I had an open case. I had an open case in which I defended myself in my home with a person who I was helping out. The case was later dismissed, but I felt she said that because she wanted to see me get arrested. Very evil, especially since she was the aggressor. So in this new argument, in an effort to de-escalate the situation, I called the police so that I could leave peacefully with my son and not have to worry about her escalating things physically. So in the midst of everything, she told my son that anything she had brought him, he could not leave the house with. She called me everything but a child of God and even slammed the door in my child's face. The entire time I maintained my composure and didn't respond to anything she said. You would have thought I did something to this girl. Anyway, 2 years later, my cousin wants me to apologize to her, although I was the one that remained level-headed and calm and didn't engage in the toxic behavior with her. Am I wrong for refusing to apologize to her and telling my aunt, her mom, that I don't want anything to do with her daughter, my cousin? So the question is she being an a-hole for 2 years later, refusing to apologize? What are your thoughts?
Me?
Yeah, what are your thoughts?
I'm the wrong person to ask because even though I'm 5'10", I am never the bigger person. So yeah, she's not. She's not. Because I wouldn't talk to my cousin either.
So wait, so you
Like
try.
there is no way I would ever talk to my cousin again.
So you're saying that you'll never be the bigger person in the room, you know.
I mean, height wise, yeah. But in instances like that, I'm not.
Okay.
You go
Oh,
call it toxic, maybe, that's one of my toxic traits.
all right.
But no, I am never the bigger person.
I see the lovely
And
Elisa's
in an
back.
instance like this, mm-mm.
I see Elisa's back. Um, Elise, can you hear us?
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you. Can you
Okay.
hear me?
Yeah, we could hear you. All right. So check this here. I this sound like a toxic family. Talking about she had a case pending, and I mean things happen, but I don't know. I mean, you have a case pending, and you get into an argument with your cousin. Your cousin hit you, and then go threaten to call the police. Like if you hit her back, like yeah, I
And I
don't know.
supposed to apologize to her? Absolutely not.
Yeah, yeah. I don't. Okay, I don't think she being an a hole. And that's really like bad conduct to have in front of the children, really and truly, you know.
Hmm.
And like she said, the children been calling each other monkey. She tell them not to do it, and you're fine with it until it's done at a time when it's inconvenience. You know, I don't know. So I don't think she been an a-hole. Elise, I hear an echo.
Yes. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay, all right. You
It
had heard that
bad?
one scenario? No.
No. I didn't hear the whole thing, no.
Okay, all right. So anyway, so she's not being an a-hole, so we can move on to the next one. Um, okay, new face. What Mel say? Because she not been an a-hole because she want to go low. I'm dragging her to hell. So so I guess Mel, you don't be the bigger person in the room neither. Elise,
That's my motto too.
that's your motto.
Yeah, because you know how everybody want to quote Michelle Obama talking about when they go low, you go high. When you go low, I taking it to the gutter because I didn't bother you first. That's always my thing. I don't bother anybody. So you bother me first, you took it low, so now you gonna get dragged to hell, and I gonna be the villain in your story. And I'm okay with being the villain in anybody's story.
Well, I have 8 personalities, so when you go low, it depends on which personality you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? If I'm the upstanding man in the community one, I would, you go low, I go say hi, but I have range. So sometimes you go low, and I will come down and bust your tumble by your ears, not physically, but figuratively.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then I have a personality that believes like if you come at me at 2, I gonna respond at 10. And where some people are see it as overkill, it's not that. It's just that I ain't gonna engage in a back and forth thing. You start this thing, and I trying to stop it right here, right now. You know, my motto used to be, "Don't bring a stick to a gunfight." You know what I'm saying? Anyway,
Y'all violent.
huh?
Y'all are violent people.
No, no.
Y'all, I am not violent
I don't see that.
anymore.
I don't see that being violent. I see it as just being somebody who believes in quick resolution. Quick resolution.
Right. And just leave people alone. Like the whole thing is People like to do stuff and they expect you to be the bigger person when they do something to you. And once you nip it in the bud immediately, you don't have to worry about that anymore.
Facts. Facts. Okay. Next one. All right. New face. My wife had plastic surgery. Right? Somebody saying, I can't read with a straight face, you know. Anyway,
You
my
want
wife
me
had.
read it? You want me read it?
Yeah, read this one. Read this one.
My wife had plastic surgery. We had discussed it beforehand and I was against it. However, it was not my decision and ultimately I had no say. She looks weird now. She had the fat sucked out of her face, lip filler, neck lift, and other things. I just really don't get it. Her appearance gives me some weird vibes now. It freaks me out. She's fully healed now and she wants us to go back to normal, like me initiating sex. I've done so, but not as often as I used to. I do, and we always try to make sure there's very little to no light. It's been a few months. Stop laughing. I'm trying to keep my composure here.
Okay.
Please. Okay. It's been a few months, and to be honest, I dread having to look at her. Obviously, she has noticed. She has been bugging me to tell her what's up. I tried telling her that I'm just tired from work or I'm just generally feeling run down. Really, anything but the truth. She broke down and asked me if I was having an affair, and I said I wasn't. She asked to look in my phone. I unlocked it and handed it over to her. I wasn't worried about her finding anything because there was nothing to find. She spent an hour looking through it and found nothing. She asked me to explain why I changed. I tried to explain to her that I really wasn't that interested right now. Nothing I said to her was good enough. She kept digging and digging. Finally, I told her the truth. I wasn't harsh or brutally honest. I just told her that her new face wasn't something I found attractive, and that's why I. Dwayne, please. And that's why I was turned off. She asked if that's why I turned the lights off now, and I said yes. She started crying and said that she needed time alone. She went to stay with her sister. I have been called every name in the book since this happened. Her sister said I'm a piece of shit for insulting my wife's looks. Her friends all think I'm an asshole. I tried not to say anything. I can't force myself to find her attractive. I still love her, but her face is just weird now. She looks like the blue alien from the fifth element. My wife came back home yesterday and we finally had a talk. She said the reason she had the surgery is that her mom and sister convinced her that she was starting to look old and I would find someone else to be with if she didn't do something. That's why her mom gave her the money for the operation. Her mom and sister look like Bruce Campbell from Escape LA. They are the last two people on the planet that should be telling anyone to get plastic surgery. I told her and she was the person I wanted. I told her she was the person I wanted to spend my life with. I told her the surgery would take a while to grow on me and that as I got more used to her new face, I will grow to appreciate it. She asked me if I wanted her to see if she could get it reversed, and I almost screamed at her. The last thing I want for her to do is to get her face effed up even more than it already is. I asked her if she could please just leave it and let me get used to it. We talked about it and agreed that her mom and sister will not be part of any decisions moving forward. She's going to leave her face alone and give me a chance to get used to it. We're going to look for a marriage counselor as well as individual counselors. I'm still going to make an effort every day to show her that she is still desirable. I hope she believes me when I tell her I still love her the way that she is. We're going to talk to her mom and sister to let them know that we'll be taking a break from them. We're going to block them while we get our act together.
So the
Whew,
question is,
difficult.
is he being an a-hole?
No, it's her mother and her sister. See, that's why you must keep people on your business. She when they listening to them, nothing was wrong with her face. Now the man can't even watch on her face.
The man got turned out the light.
Ooh, the blue alien from Fifth Element.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah.
crazy.
See, that's what he is. For those of you who don't know what he look like, that's him.
Oh,
No, that no, that's the other one. Which color one?
the
The,
one from the guy from
Escape
LA
LA.
something.
Yeah.
Escape LA. Jeez,
Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. I feel I'm on pain, man. You're just trying not to, Elise, I'm gonna mute you for a minute. The echo coming through your mic. And by the way, Elise not feeling too well. I just forced her to be here tonight. You know. Yeah. So, look, I feel his dude pain. Like turning off the light. He just it's rough. It's rough. It's rough. And then the sister them calling him an asshole. I mean, okay, I mean, okay. So all jokes aside, I trying to be serious now. I'm trying to be serious now. So I don't make this point too, like even like this woman that be going out and getting these like um tummy tuck, or they go and get like the weight loss surgery and things like that. I mean, I don't knock it if like sometimes it's because they're having health issues and stuff like that. But a lot of females, but I guess they be trying to look like who they perceive as being the perfect woman. They see these models and actresses on TV and stuff like that. But like, love the skin that you're in, man. And a lot of times, and I could speak for men, like you might meet a woman and at the time you meet her, she, a little overweight, whatever the case may be. And if you like them thick, like that's what attract me to you. When you go out now and get this weight loss surgery and tummy tuck and this operation, BBL and this and that and the other now, you're not, you don't look like the person that I met. Now, that's not to say that I don't care, I love you because you don't look the way you look when I met you, but like this situation here, like you gotta give me a chance to really get used to this new look, the new you. Like, you know what I mean? Got a man turn off later, I think.
the new face.
Yeah, the new face. The man just see some time for it to grow on him. Alicia want to chime in?
I think every one of them is an idiot. He, she, the mother, the sister, everybody.
I
Such an
mean,
idiot.
why you saying the man? And I don't like to agree with men, but why you saying the man is an idiot?
Because because why? You don't even want to watch her in the dark. I mean in the light.
He still
Just
love her though.
okay, well I guess, but I ain't love nobody that much. If I can't watch
See,
you in the day, no. I
this
I
is
I don't
wife.
I don't understand that kind of love.
This is wife. He love her. So that's the same thing. Okay. So I feel like if she been in an accident, it would have been different for him.
Exactly.
But
But she
she
did that
didn't.
intentionally.
This was
A
elective,
voluntary,
and this
right?
was from her listening to other people
Right.
instead of having a conversation with him, because that's why they're going to counseling now. Because she should have had that conversation with him first. Like, I feel like you might be losing attraction for me or whatever. And maybe the man would have been able to reassure her and let her know, like, oh no, I love you the way you are. But now she gonna listen to her mother and her sister who ain't attractive to begin with. So she probably was more attractive than them, and they do it as a hater. It wasn't. They didn't do it for her well-being. They do it to mess with her.
The mother and sister had a man? No, probably not.
Don't know.
But see, that'll be the
That's
thing. Women are always
foolishness.
taking advice, relationship advice from other women who don't have a man or can't keep a man. You know.
Now, why we gonna say woman always? We're not gonna do this tonight
Yeah?
because I don't like when we say man even though it's supposed to specify not all men. But we ain't gonna do it tonight, okay?
Don't take me cat is too high. I want to make me stand in my ground. You listen, feeling good enough, so
I mean,
don't
you
don't
could
act
stand
like.
your
All
ground.
right.
You could stand your ground, but I gonna just say what I have to say because
Okay, but in response to what you say, like the guy said that they did have the discussion and he told her not to do it. You know, but she went ahead and do it anyway, I guess. And like he said, like he couldn't force her. So you go out and do this thing, you know what I mean? Even despite the fact that I tell you, like, you don't need to do it. You're fine, I love you. The way you are, you go out and do it. Anyway, and now I call the man an asshole because now he ain't this face, he don't like it. It got to grow on him, And I think I got to commend him because, he still stuck it out, even though it was to the point where like he had to turn off the light. It was that bad. He had to turn off the light. You know what I mean? Every time they gonna have sex on them kind of thing, and it shows that he genuinely loves this woman, and he wasn't just there for the physical attraction because clearly the physical attraction gone. Now I am just saying I don't have no knowledge. Maybe she do little tricks in the bedroom that, and because that he willing to, you know what I mean? He willing to subject himself to looking at the result from this plastic surgery. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't think he being an asshole, and I think the mother and sister, you know what I mean, to me is who being assholes, and I think there is some degree of hate or jealousy or something like that in there, because it's not like she can't get a man and they're telling her like telling her the polite way, like, yeah, you need to have this surgery so that like men could find you attractive. Like she have a man, so why are you even if y'all don't feel she up to whatever standard y'all have, clearly is enough for the person that she with. So why would you encourage her to go and have this surgery? And now the man got gay. No, don't say that. I hope they get a clapper, them clap thing for the light, because turn off the light and then the sex get good and the light come on.
I feel like you should post, like you should show a picture of what a blue alien look like, so you could have a better understanding. Because if I with you and you don't look like the blue alien, and then you get a facelift or whatever, and you come home looking like the blue alien, I will definitely be the asshole at that point.
Yeah,
Like the fact that he said nothing for so long, trying not to hurt her feelings. Oh yeah, no,
that's
because that alien is a mess.
well, I should have got a picture for you, but clearly the man was suffering in silence. You know what I mean? In an effort to protect her and her feelings. I have the picture of the that's the LA they do from East LA, wherever it is. That's what he said. He said that's what the mother and sister look like. So clearly, if that's how they look, I agree with him. They ain't in no position to be, you know what I mean, telling anybody that they need to go get no cosmetic surgery or anything like that. The damn other place. The woman look good enough to get a man, let her be. Especially when you got on your own. All right. Which one we going to do next? Uncle Pickup. I think I could read this one and maintain my composure. Okay.
Yeah.
Uncle Pickup. For the past 4 months, I've been picking up my sister's 7-year-old daughter from school 2 to 3 times per week. My sister kept saying her manager was scheduling her on late mandatory shifts and she had no one else who could pick her up. I work from home, so she assumed that it would be easier for me. It wasn't always easy, but I love my niece and didn't want her to be stuck without a ride. Picking up usually meant finishing work early, driving 25 minutes to get her from school, bringing her back to my place and feeding her dinner. And I'd keep her until my sister arrived to get her sometime between 8 and 9 p.m. I had to cancel plans a few times and move meetings. My sister always seemed grateful and said she hated the fact that she needed my help so much or so often. Last Thursday, she texted me and said that someone called out and she urgently needed my assistance again. I had plans and ended up changing them because she made it seem like declining her request for help could jeopardize her employment. So around 6 p.m., my niece asked if we could go get some ice cream. So we stopped at a shopping center So we stopped at a shopping center on our way to my apartment. That's where I saw my sister sitting outside a restaurant with her three friends laughing and having cocktails. She looked shocked when she noticed us. At first, she claimed her shift ended early, but one of her friends said that they had been together shopping since around 2 o'clock. My sister then admitted that she did use me for pickup several times when she wasn't actually working because that was her only chance to have a life. She said being a single mom is exhausting and that I wouldn't understand. I told her I would no longer be her regular pickup person and that if she needed and that if she, and that she needed if she needed to okay, I told her that I would no longer be her regular pickup person and that if she needed help to um, arrange her after arrange after school care for my niece or speak to our parents. I'd still help during a real emergency, but I won't be rearranging my work or personal life based on stories that I can no longer trust. She got angry and said I was punishing my niece for her mistakes. She also told our family that I was abandoning her after promising to help. My mom thinks I should still do pickups but set clear rules because my niece loves spending time with me and has nothing to do with the lies. I love her too, but I feel like continuing to do pickups would teach my sister that she can manipulate me as long as my niece is involved. Am I wrong or am I the asshole for discontinuing the pickups? Who want to go first? All right, I'll go
I don't
first.
give a damn.
I'll go first. Um, no, you ain't be the asshole, and quite frankly, your sister full of shit. You know what I mean? Here's my thing. Here's my thing. I mean, the sister talking about that's our only chance to have a life. Like, miss, I wasn't in the bed with you when you make my niece. You know what I'm saying? So you went out there, you had your fun, you get pregnant with my niece, and it doesn't seem like the father is in the picture. So poor planning or poor choice or poor selection on your part does not constitute a burden on mine. You know what I'm saying? I love my niece, but I agree with I agree with him. If he just continue, to pick them up, then like there has to be consequences for her actions. I'm talking about the sister, and it's okay. I could love my niece and stuff like that. Yeah, I'll come for on the weekends when you ain't working. You know what I'm saying? But you gone out and make this child, and all of a sudden now you're trying to make it a burden on me. Like I wasn't in the bed with you. That's my thought. So no, you ain't be no a-hole. You ain't be no asshole. And you should not even say that you'll pick up in emergency. Have that thought in the back of your head, but don't even plan that. You know what I mean? Don't even plan that your sister in mother head because then she will be creating emergencies for you to go and pick up your niece. That's my 2 cents. Kaya.
Um, yeah, I agree that he's not the asshole. The sister is. However, I do see where it would be an issue with the niece because now like he's no longer a fixture in her life on a daily basis or however often the mom was having that happen. So it depends. How old is the niece?
I,
She's 7. Okay,
oh
so
yeah,
she
7.
not she not old enough for like a real conversation. But I think this is where you see traumas coming in children. Like it's gonna get cut off, and then she won't know why, and she gonna think she's the reason behind it. And then of course she probably gonna hear conversations of her mother having talking about her uncle and shit kind of thing. So no, he's not. But I think that there should have been a conversation with like with the sister and their parents to be like, this is how it's going to go. Um, this is what we're going to do from here on out. And the sister is definitely the asshole because she lied about why he was picking up his niece constantly.
And I think and
And
I it's I mean clearly he don't mind spending time with his niece. It seems like he actually enjoy
mhm.
it. And like you say, like so taking the niece into consideration. That's why I say go for on the weekends. But I think the sister could have been frank, and then you could have had designated days. Okay, I will get on Tuesdays and Thursdays, So then the sister know them is your 2 days to quote unquote have a life, as opposed to you just with this last minute thing because now, like you said, he rearranging meetings and stuff like that to accommodate you when you're lying. If you just have that discussion, hey, like I raised this kid by myself, father in there, it rough for me. Then like you say, you could have that prearranged. I'll get a 2 days during the weekend, maybe on Saturday. So I'll have a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So you know that Tuesdays and Thursdays, you know what I'm saying? She could go shopping with her friends. He know that he wouldn't plan meetings beyond 2 p.m. or whatever time he don't need to stop to go pick her up. I gonna come for Saturdays, every other Saturday she could stay with me, and you could work out something so that he's still a regular part of the life of his niece's life, and she still have that time to quote unquote have a life, and because it's something that's structured, he could set his, business and his other affairs around, what I'm saying, this schedule thing as opposed to you just disrupting the man thing. I would have been hard to. I really would have been pissed. I move in meetings and kind of like, this is money. This is my business. This is how I earn an income. And like you frigging this thing up haphazardly because you want to have a life. Like no, like come to me and we can see like they have had a good relationship. I mean a good relationship. So come to me ahead of time and let me, you know what I mean? Let's have a prearranged something, But yeah, I get what you're saying about that, taking into consideration the impact you're gonna have on the child, and like you said, at that age, the child might, you don't want the child to feel like they're at fault some way somehow. You know what I'm saying? Elise, you were saying
have
something?
a different.
I don't think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a little bit of a different way I see this. Because why, if that's her brother and they're close, why couldn't she tell him from the beginning? I'm struggling. I need time. And then they could fix. Why she had to lie to him? Why she feels she had to lie to him? There's something that's not being said. There's something that's not being said, and clearly the mother is in the picture. So there's something that's not being said where there's not a space for her to express the fact that she needs help. That's the part I feel like
Yeah.
he has, in my opinion, he's being a little bit of an asshole because something ain't right, and he's not really hearing what she's saying. And for her to be his sister, I would think that he would want to know what the problem is. There's something that's not being said.
I
Because
think
why go to those lengths?
Yeah, I think that's a good point you raised that she ain't even comfortable enough to say like, hey, like it's rough, yeah, and that she had to choose her route, like to make up a story, to lie, whatever the case may be. So unless
Not
she
saying
just
that what she's doing is right.
no, I get what you're saying,
What
but
she's doing is not right.
yeah, but so unless she's one of them compulsive liars that are just lie for the sake of lying, I do agree that it does seem that the environment is such that she wasn't comfortable that she could have come and say, hey, bro, I need some help, whatever the case may be. Now, maybe it could be that she get a child for some dude that probably the same mother and brother were like you, that dude is a piece of, whatever, he ain't shit, you don't need to be with him, and she was just adamant, I ain't love, he loved me. So now you get a child for him and it's like you feel now you can't really, you don't feel comfortable turning to your mother and brother because they were telling you from the beginning like he's, he ain't shit, leave him alone. So it could be something like that. But clearly, I agree, Elise, there is something in there, some reason why she's not comfortable or doesn't feel that she could have come to the brother and say, ask for help. Oh, I hate to agree with you, Elise. Anyway,
You have to.
just rub me the wrong way. Anyway.
Mess.
All right, next up. Okay. Okay, let's go with we get the butter one gotta be last. Okay, the disappearing butter that gotta be
Okay.
last. Okay. Dumb face. Okay.
How I know you were going with that one next?
Okay. I have a best friend who I love very much, but honestly, her recent decision making have me questioning whether we should even remain friends. She has been in a situationship for 9 years that turned into a relationship over the past 3 years. For context, my friend has children and so does her partner, but not with each other. She's almost finished a master's degree, but has flunked multiple classes and missed clinical hours because she was so distracted by him. She's become increasingly mean towards her own children, clearly out of frustration with her relationship. She empties her bank account time and time again to meet this man's needs while leaving nothing for herself or her kids. So last year I found out that the reason she couldn't fully prepare her own kids was because she had spent hundreds of dollars getting his kids ready for school. This man never helps her with anything. Fast forward to a few days ago, I got a call from her casually asking if I could help her again with getting her kids ready for the upcoming school year. I quickly changed the subject. Here's my issue. I know we don't judge our friends when they're in when they're in a dumb for a man phase, but where do we draw the lines? She knows the signs and triggers of a ain't shit man. I'm starting to feel like she's willingly participating in it now because she doesn't want to be alone. I don't know if I can keep being here for it. It feels like I'm co-signing the behavior. Yes, the kids are innocent in this, but I refuse to spend my money helping her with her kids while she gives her last to this man for his kids. I don't want to lose her as a friend, but I'm scared her life is sliding in the wrong direction. Do I keep trying to pull her up or do I back off and finally let her go?
Cut her off.
Yeah.
Straight up. Cause if you put a man before your children, mm, okay, ain't nothing I could do to help you.
Yeah,
CPS is wilding.
I just figure now. Listen, if she giving them everything and not her children, yes, call the CPS people.
yeah. I only actually bad for sure, for sure. I, I,
But on a serious note, I would provide for the children. At the end of the day, no, shoot, I got a good cuss out, but would still, for the last time, tell her. But I would provide for the children because at that point, they don't have,
yeah,
they don't
but
have.
yeah, it. I think it's easy for me to sit here and say, yeah, cut your ass off, but I have a soft spot like when it comes to children and to think that, for them not to be prepared for school, that's a whole different something. Like if we were talking about she asking me for like money for them to put them in a carnival troupe, like nah, but something like school, like something that is such a critical part of their development and growing up and stuff like that. I think I would give in, but how long the school is? 9 months. 9 months I'll be in her ass. Okay, in her every chance I get. I be telling she about herself for, for,
Okay,
for, for 9 months.
but you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, the friend is kind of an asshole too, because she's saying 9 years of a situationship, 3 years it turned into a relationship. So you've been doing this for her children for 9 years, and at no point did you ever say to her, "Yo, this." Although you shouldn't have to say that to an adult, but at no point you sit down and say, "Yo, you whining right now. Why you not taking care of your children? Why am I taking care of your children while you taking care of this man's children?" Obviously, that ain't her friend because I couldn't have a friend like that.
Yeah,
I'm just
she
gonna
she,
say that.
she
Like after the first year, I realized first year I say okay. Second year, nah.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't hanging with nobody. You ain't my friend. You can't take care of your own children. The
For nine
children, the people
years.
you brought out of your body,
Mm-mm.
and 9 years later you still doing the same thing. Nah, you and
Yeah.
I don't have nothing in common. We have nothing in common.
So the friend is an enabler. The friend is an enabler, and
Correct.
then she try and make it seem like, oh, well, she doing all of this, and I need to step back. You should have cussed her out from before, and you should have pulled back from before. You letting this go on for way too long, and now, unfortunately, the children going to suffer because you're not going to be there to give money for them to go to school. Like the whole premise of taking care of somebody else's children before you take care of your own, don't I can't relate to that.
And this
Yeah,
is
and
another case where I feel like you're using the word friendship too loosely. Like friends to me, that's not friendship. That's somebody you know. Friends should be able to pull you up when you're doing wrong and
Yep.
stop co-signing bullshit. And that's what this guy doing. He co-signing bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
That's not your friend. That's not
yeah,
your friend.
yeah. She did like it, like I say, Kaya. Good point. Like you enable it. It's kind of like similar to the one we do before with the children that were calling each other monkey. So it was okay, and all of a sudden it happened. Like how I supposed to know that it okay to call you monkey when this is what we call something to do. So this is kind of like similar situation. Like you enable this thing, and now
Right.
So yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. All right.
This can't be Caribbean people because
Hell no.
Jesus.
Hell no.
Oh.
Heck no. No way happening. All right. My 20.
Oh, good
Okay.
God.
So
What is wrong with
my
you?
22-year-old son just got dumped from his girlfriend of almost 3 years, and he's been acting like the victim ever since. I know I won't like this story. He moved back into my house temporarily after college, so I've had a front row seat to the entire relationship for the past year. For context, his ex, she's 21 years old, was genuinely lovely. She's polite, hardworking, and honestly, she bent over backwards for him. She she'd drive an hour just to see him, help him edit resumes, bring him food during exams, and she even remembers birthdays in our family. Meanwhile, my son treated her like she was optional. He constantly canceled plans with her to play video games with his friends, ignored her texts for hours, and made jokes at her expense in front of people. More than once, I pulled him aside and told him he was going to lose her if he kept acting like she'd never leave him. The final straw happened last month during my husband's birthday dinner. She came over and she spent the whole afternoon helping me cook. My son showed up late. He barely acknowledged her, and then he spent most of the dinner scrolling on his phone. At one point, she asked him if he could help her carry the dessert plates to the table. And he literally asked, "Why? You already standing up?" The room went dead silent. She looked embarrassed. She finished dinner quietly and left early. 2 days later, she broke up with him. Now he's devastated. He keeps saying he doesn't understand what happened and that she gave up too easily. Last night, he was ranting about it was unfair, she was unfair, and he was asking me if women expect perfection. If this one of you are here. Anyway. Finally, I snapped and told him no. She expected basic respect and honestly, she expected basic respect and honestly, you deserve to get dumped. He got really, really upset and accused me of taking her side over her own son. My husband thinks I should have been gentler because he's already hurting. But I'm tired of watching him avoid accountability while acting like he was blindsided. Now things are tense around the house and my son barely speaks to me. Am I the asshole?
Yes and no.
Oh, expound.
Who you want?
You expound why you say yes, why you say no. Huh?
She is the reason why he is the way he is.
The mother?
Yep.
Yeah.
Why you say that?
What do you mean? He Oh, sorry, Elise. You want to respond?
No, you go ahead, cause it's one clout we ain't gonna get right now.
Okay. You want me to give it to him for you?
Please.
Okay, I will. So he's 22 years old. So that means he been in this relationship since he was 18, 19. He didn't become an asshole to this extent overnight. As a mother of sons, I have tried to instill in them to be respectful of people's girl child. Because at the end of the day, you have a mother and you have a sister. Would you want somebody to treat your mother or your sister the way you treating this person? The whole thing is to have consideration and respect. If you ain't instill those things in him growing up, it's not going to come out of nowhere as he come into a relationship. These are things that he needed to have in his house. He had to be respectful, he had to be considerate, he had to be compassionate. All these things that help to foster relationships when you are old enough to be in relationships. So you can't expect him to know how to navigate a relationship outside of his familial relationship if you didn't give him the tools to do it. Now he young enough to hopefully be a better person because he has, but based on how he acting and based on his father's response, accountability chasing the both of them and they running fast.
They say remain at large.
And on top of that, she at the end she say he not talking to her in my house.
In my house,
You talking not talking to me
Yeah,
in
yeah,
my
yeah, yeah,
house?
yeah.
walking
No,
around
sir.
That
pecking
part, that part,
sneakers.
No,
Oh,
sir.
that part.
One thing I ain't
And 22
doing
years
is
old, gay ass out.
no,
she
Yeah,
allow
not
it.
me.
yeah, that big man. Yeah, yeah,
I
that part.
ain't gonna be. My house is where I have peace. I supposed to have peace here. You ain't coming to stress me out. No, sir. Mm-mm.
She allow
No.
it.
This is her problem. Yes, she's an asshole. She's a Ross.
Right?
Yes.
I would tell her, I do, from a male
She
perspective.
created this.
From a male perspective, this situation is a self-correcting error.
Hmm.
Self-correcting error. Okay? He gonna, yeah. Yeah, you get a lash
Nah,
huh?
nah, I don't think it's a self-correcting error because he still ain't taking accountability. He not paying attention to what he did that caused the demise of the relationship. So in order for it to be self-correcting, he have to stop the pity party. He have to really sit down and say, okay, I check where my mother coming from. I check where I was wrong for moving with my girl like this. If he not doing that, there will be no correction. He gonna go into the next relationship and he gonna do the same thing, and then that's where it gonna come in. Woman, to do this, woman, to do that. Oh, I can't stand woman, but he ain't correcting himself, so he gonna keep doing the same thing and expect a different result. She wait around for 3 years because she young. Some people would have done been out, 6 months into the game because clearly you ain't learning anything. Clearly you ain't doing no better. So it's time for me to dip out.
He gonna know, he gonna appreciate. Um, it's when he share with our next man. That's when trust. That's when he gonna sit down and really sit down and analyze, you know, what he did and what caused that situation. Take it
I
from
don't
a
believe
man.
that.
Take it from a man. Take it
You
from a
take
man.
you saying that, but we as women don't date men. So I don't believe that.
I have male friends, so I'm telling you. I am telling you.
Yeah, but they don't talk to each other, talk amongst y'all. But when they go back home and they in the relationship, they still doing the same dummy vibe.
They don't no, they ain't gonna talk amongst men. You gonna see it. You gonna see it. Trust and believe. You as a friend, you gonna see it. You gonna see it.
Oh,
Man, they gonna admit it. We don't sit down and have these these talk about our feelings and that kind of thing. Like at least not very man. We don't
maybe
sit
yeah, you
down.
should.
Huh?
You should.
You should.
I agree. You
We
should.
don't. We don't. It's something that we traditionally don't. They got you, my boy. I had a girl that, and I showed my daughter how they should be treated, and it's better for a partner. Ladies, right? He wasn't hard. No, having said that, I have one girl child, right?
Mm.
And I expose her to all kind of things. Um,
You expose her to you.
and she have six brothers, right? And I glass for
Oh.
she that done she that don't see the game from our kind of angle.
Mm-hmm.
And when I say expose her to things like I low-key created a monster, like in a good way, because I know wherever dude she pick up with, like he got a handful and he got to come to the pub
Mm-hmm.
because her daddy don't expose you to certain things. So when you come in with a little half-assed thing that go impress the average young lady out there, ain't shit to me because my father done that's chump change.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got to step up, you know. So between what her father exposed her to in terms of how she should be treated and kind of thing, combine her with her brother them, you know what I mean? You got to come good. You got to come good. Like my daughter and lad, I'll get killed for talking about that. I don't really talk about my children. But for instance, this is how frig up she is. So I went to visit her, right? She lives stateside. I going to visit her. So she come to pick me up from the airport. So I went to like where I see like it had like a space in like the little pickup lane thing. But it had a space because it was designated for like a hotel shuttle bus, right? My daughter pull up. So when she pull up now, I don't look and see the shuttle bus, whose space we standing up in, whose space she stop in, pulling up behind of her. So as she pull up, I see the bus right behind of her, and the driver looking like, like WTF. So I done gone to the back of the car, open the back, I put in the suitcase, close the hatch, and I come around to the passenger. So when I come around to the passenger door now, she don't come out to the driver's door and coming around. So I like, come, let's go. Girl jump in the car, yeah. And we driving, right? So I like, this girl mad enough. Silence, not even the radio she turn on. This is just like a silent car ride. My son has, seems like about 30 minutes to her place, my son. When she get inside, she call her mother right away, start to complain me. You want to believe my father make me drive? You check what I'm saying? I raise a princess. You ain't gonna
And
come.
you let her drive.
Yeah, but because the bus was behind. And she just, for like, I swear, like the first 2 days, she was just like vexed with me, Vexed. Like, he ain't saying much, and I just laugh at her. But that's how, you know what I mean? If we fly, we get into the airport, we would have been like TSA pre-line, and she like, look at the minions over there. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't expose her to things. Like, you ain't gonna come, no dude ain't gonna come and impress her just so. And I gonna say this here, because me care, I at that stage in life now where I raised my daughter thinking, let me prepare in case she run into a boy like me. How I used to be. Okay? So I gonna prepare her so that she run into a young man that she good. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I totally get what Derek's saying, and I agree, Not my daughter, you know what I mean? Not my daughter. My post on them, the first time they went to a little school, some kind of school dance, and she went, and I was like, listen here, take turns watching her sister. You don't have no boy dance with her sister. So I take turns. One I watch her while the other three go dance, walk up on somebody else's dad, other people's data and things like that. But I swap out.
Wow.
I want a boy walking up on, yeah, man. Yeah, how you mean? I only got one data.
The humbler.
Yeah. The boss of me. The boss of me. All right. We could do butter now.
We get one more. We doing butter. Okay, let me see. I ain't.
We
that
got like
one.
4 more. We got like 4 more.
Oh,
Okay.
I
Wait. My first try. We gotta do this one. There's always are you that's so protective with are you data. That's right, Dana. That's right.
The ones who know that they'll be doing shit to people get choice.
I
And
know
they
how
want
I was.
nobody do the
Correct.
data like that.
Okay, I know how I was. Okay, I know
I
how I
feel
was.
you. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but that's why I raised my son them a little bit different, and I hope that they continue to be like that.
My son them man, let my son them like me. Sometimes that get me vexed, man. Like I ain't understand the
That's good.
assignment. Vex me. I carry on the family name. Come on, man. Anyway.
In this economy,
No, I'm not talking in terms of procreating. I'm just
Oh,
talking about, eyes car load. I gotta, take out the seats. Load, take out the car. It's still, you know.
no. I
Anyway,
glad they ain't like you then. That's good.
all right. So,
Anything.
yeah, Danica, yeah, but echoes.
The echo been here
Yeah,
also.
so I've been trying to turn it off. I think it's something with the Elite system. All right, my first try. So
I feel like it's you because don't you have a mic on your shut as well as on
no,
your
but
headphone?
okay, is when I turn off Elise, when I mute Elise, the echo will go away.
Okay.
So I don't know.
So she muted now? Yep, she is. I see.
I'm so glad, yeah, Elise, you're off camera, so nobody see what you just
I
do.
see it.
You see,
I see it. Yeah, I see it.
she ain't got no conduct whatsoever. All right, my first try. We need two more. My first try. When I was losing my, I don't know if I'll check if I straight face with this one. Okay, my first try.
You need me to read this again?
Yeah, read this one there because I don't know.
Because
I
you
gonna
don't
lose
have
it.
no behavior.
I gonna lose
Which
it.
one is it? My first try?
Yeah.
Okay. When I was losing my virginity, I tried to use an open condom on a girl that was already open and she kicked me out her crib. Wow. I didn't know where to get a condom from. I thought they were gonna ask for my ID card if I tried to buy them from the pharmacy. Wow. That's why you should not be having sex with me. I found one outside. I went home, I cleaned it out, I rolled it back up. It wasn't used though. It was just open. I put it in one of those clear Ziploc sandwich bags and I just kept it in my backpack. Whew. I tried. I know it wasn't on nobody's penis because why would it be in a parking lot if someone actually had it on their penis? There was nothing in the condom when I found it, and I saw the wrapper for it close by, so I assumed it was just opened and dropped or something. I didn't even get to put it on. The fact that he was going to try to put it on, oh, sorry. As soon as she saw me taking it out of the sandwich bag, she started tripping. I've never seen someone put their clothes on so fast. I mean, I just cleaned dirt off of it. There wasn't any fluid in it. Was what I did so heinous that it warranted such a response from her? I know I can't be the only one that has ever done anything like that. See, that's a man that don't need to be getting none, like none whatsoever. Mm-mm.
Hey, when the man see you roll it back up, man.
The fact that he picked it up off the ground in a parking lot, like you just pick
How
it up and you thought that is absolutely disgusting.
I don't even think that's a grown adult. That have to be
No.
It
somebody
can't be.
child.
This is a child.
Yeah. The man when you lose his virginity, I mean.
He thought they were going to ask for ID card to buy
Correct.
a condom.
So clearly that child. He
My
went to the
guy, you
store.
could have Googled that. You could have Googled that. I get phone in your hand all the time. Google to see where you need to buy a condom. You could have ordered it off of Amazon.
Well, we don't know how long ago this was. This is somebody saying that. This is somebody saying that when they were losing their virginity. So Alicia was
Well,
saying something.
he ain't old enough to be looking no wife. He need
He
to
don't
go
need
and
nothing.
study.
I hope still nobody ain't giving him none. Because what is that?
He, he's probably a grown man
And he
now,
put it
but
in a sandwich bag.
you roll it back
Dude.
up.
And he said the pharmacy like the gas station is right there. They don't even ask you for ID for nothing in the gas station.
I just try to have the vision of this man just rolling this thing back up, man. And then putting that Ziploc bag. Hey, all right.
I am disgusted. I am absolutely disgusted.
Ah,
You talking about rolling it back up? He pick it up
he pick
off
it
the
up.
ground.
Went home and wash it.
You
Like
pick up a
that.
condom off the ground and really was
Yeah,
going to put
yeah.
it on your penis.
He's asshole. He's asshole. And I damn glad the young lady see where he was pulling this thing from and just pull up her clothes and like shut it down. Like kudos to her. Kudos to her.
Cause he really don't even understand that this
And that's
was
not
really
correct.
heinous.
Correct.
Cause what you wash it with, sir? Are you laughing? Like these are questions. Like what did he wash it with? And then what? He hung it up to dry.
And put it in a Ziploc bag one. Put it in the pocket like,
To
oh
use
man.
it.
To use it.
So his whole thing was he was only going to get one. He
And
didn't think about nothing else.
he was
He didn't think
virgin.
about the possibility of it malfunctioning and he might need another one.
He was
That's why
virgin.
he knew having sex.
He was a virgin. He was a virgin at the time. All right. Okay. Butter.
You probably
Yeah.
can't read that one neither.
Huh?
You need to read that one. I said you probably can't read that one neither. Cause just the name alone, I
can
just
read it, man. I can read it.
glance
I can
and
read
I
it.
am disturbed.
I can read it. All right. Disappearing butter. I'm a 24-year-old female. My 30-year-old boyfriend keeps disappearing into the bathroom for an hour or more with a stick of butter. And the butter is gone when he...
And butter expensive.
Okay.
See, I know you can't do it. At least you gonna have to read it. You can't do it.
Yeah, man, let me read it. Okay. My 30-year-old boyfriend keeps disappearing into the bathroom for an hour or more with a stick of butter, and the butter is gone when he finally comes out. I have been dating my boyfriend for 2 years, and we finally moved in together. Ever since we moved in, I have seen a new side of him. It's an odd issue, and I can't wrap my head around what to do. At first, I started to notice that butter was disappearing quickly. I assumed that maybe I lost track of how much we had, or maybe he was cooking when I wasn't around. I just didn't know. However, one night a few weeks ago, I saw him try to stealthily take a stick of butter from the fridge, but I pretended not to notice. He took the butter with him into the bathroom. Now I have noticed that my boyfriend spends an hour and sometimes even more in the bathroom since we moved in. But I never saw him take the butter before. So I was confused. So when he came out of the bathroom over an hour later, I saw no sign of the butter. I also saw that he did not put the butter back into the refrigerator. The butter was just gone. I tried to keep an eye on him, and over a week, he did this 3 separate times, and each time a stick of butter disappeared. Finally, I said one day, "Where did all the butter go? I hardly used any butter this week, and it's all gone." He pretended not to know, as if it was a great mystery, and he said, "Maybe we forgot to buy some with the last set of groceries. Seems like it's time to order up some more groceries." So by now, I was getting confused. So I ordered groceries, and I made a point of saying, it's good to finally have 4 sticks of butter. This should last us quite a while. He made no comment. On the first 2 days, whenever I used a small amount of butter, I would make it a point to loudly remark how much butter we had left. Finally, one day I saw him do it again. He took a stick of butter into the bathroom, was gone for an hour or so, and he came back with no butter. I couldn't believe it. So when I made dinner, I acted shocked that 1 stick of butter was gone. He said, maybe we only had 3, but he knew that I had been making a point of saying out loud whenever I used the butter. So the very next day, another stick of butter was gone. So I put my ears against the bathroom door and heard the faucet running, and I thought I heard some moaning noises. I was so confused. So finally, this time when he came out, I said, "I know you've been taking butter into the bathroom." He got all flustered and said, "I must be mistaken." I told him I had literally seen him take butter into the bathroom and then come out without it, and that I know he's been lying to me about the quantity of butter in our fridge. He then started apologizing for misleading. He then started apologizing, but said, let's just not talk about it. And when he saw that I was getting mad, he said, what if I just order my own separate private butter? I said, okay, but what are you doing with the butter? He asked me to promise him that I would never ask him about his butter activities, and to just put it behind of us. He said, just look the other way on this one thing. He stressed how it's not a big deal at the end of the day. In a moment, I said, okay, I guess. However, I've been so confused and even disturbed about it. I can't help but to wonder, what is he doing with the butter? Why was he lying about it? Why won't he tell me? I don't think he's been eating it because he's not an overweight guy, and I feel if somebody ate that much butter, they'd become hefty. But he shows no sign of it. I am just wondering, like, who is this guy? Am I overreacting? Am I being an asshole?
No, she competing with a stick of butter.
I ain't doing this
Like,
with you, man.
and
Look at
first,
us.
and then you want him. He got in the bathroom with the butter, but you ain't see him put it back. You want him to put the butter back? Like, you
In the
really want
bathroom?
him to come out the bathroom with the butter and put the butter back? Why are we talking about this goddamn butter? Like,
But what is he doing with a whole stick of butter every couple of days?
at this
A
point, I
whole
don't.
stick?
At this point, I don't even care what you're doing with the butter. Like, you got to go. You and your butter got to fucking go.
Is he having an apple pie moment? Like, what is
Because
going on?
what you could be doing with this butter?
A
She,
whole
she.
stick?
I mean,
So this sheets gotta be greasy. Frig that.
and then is a secret? No, no, no. Mm-mm. We would have
Because
we wouldn't have one more argument about butter. None.
and butter, he taking it straight out the fridge. So butter straight out the fridge is solid as a rock. For
The
those
diff-
who don't know, because I know people will use margarine, but real butter straight out the fridge, you can't even cut that with a butter knife. You have to actually use a sharp knife. So the fact that she can't use context clues to figure out what he doing with this butter, at this point, she should just ask him, like, you want me to peg you?
no,
He having secret
absolutely not.
activities with butter, like butter. Butter that's $9 a box.
No, you and your butter got to go. Mm-mm. Me, I agree with you. And butter, no. Pasa.
Like, this don't make no sense. And the fact that it making sense to her, where she trying to figure out what he doing with the butter, ma'am, you can't put two and two together.
You take the butter and I went to the bathroom.
But I just saying, like, she literally
I
write
don't need
this
to do
out.
nothing else.
Even when you write this out, you couldn't say to yourself, wait a minute, butter out the fridge, he going to the bathroom for an hour? 8 tablespoons of butter for an hour? Sorry, because I can't, no. Because he muted. We can't hear you.
So it's the fact that she's saying that he put it back in the fridge when he come out of the bathroom. Like, you really wanted to put it back in the fridge? Like, that's a me.
He gotta go. And this an older man too. And she really taking it as at face value, like, oh, we just ain't gonna talk about the butter no more.
Just look the
Like,
other
you
way.
gotta go.
Just look the other way, man. That's just one thing. Just look the other way at this one thing.
His prostate have to be so jacked up from all this butter, especially if she buying the salted butter.
Shanika, I just dying because she upset that this man spent an hour in the bathroom with the butter and he ain't putting none of it back in the fridge. Like, that's what got me. That's what got me like totally blown. Like, nah, man. No. Lord, I want to hurt my stomach.
It hurt mine too
Why,
because that's a nasty dude.
why he using the plunger? Yeah, and then a whole stick. He ain't give like a little piece, like just lubricate, like, go and get like a little piece and
But see, part of the hour is him melting the butter.
He running,
a
he
butter
running it
party.
under hot water.
Under the hot water, yes.
But I really don't understand people. I don't get people me arguing with you over butter. No, sir. I don't give a damn what you do with the butter.
Butter are you taking in the bathroom? Like, sir, you old enough to know you could actually go online and buy things if this is your fetish, because I ain't gonna knock nobody fetish. If that's your fetish, buy something that's actually supposed to be used.
A real great
Butter?
Look, right? And then I just imagine she in the house oh, it's so good to have 3 stick of butter. Like, how retarded. Like, just, yeah.
I would have opened the door because I would, like me, I too nosy. I would have had to see what he doing with his butter. Like, I would have to see with my own 2 eyes. Like, yeah.
Oh,
But
I
then
man.
what
passed that point in my life. I
the
think I
fact
passed
that
that
she
point in
just
my
made it
life.
slide.
I don't even care what you're doing with the butter. I passed that point.
I
Like
know, Z, I
people,
gotta know.
you shouldn't be going in the bathroom with butter. So by the time I see you heading towards the bathroom with the butter, I gone. I me have nothing else to say. Because why you doing that?
See?
Butter don't go in the
That
bathroom.
man can't even live in his truth properly. My gosh.
And ain't nothing you could tell me that gonna make sense to me. Nothing.
Nothing. Nothing.
Oh, man.
Because butter straight out the refrigerator. So he didn't think like she would be looking at him funny, like you in the bathroom for an hour? Who'd have been in the bathroom for an hour?
A
With
man,
butter. I don't understand it. And things have to make sense to me. Like things have to literally make sense to me. If they don't make sense to me, then I don't want a part of it. You go into the bathroom with butter. I don't even care if you're doing anything in the bathroom. You could go in the bathroom for 5 minutes. You done with butter, I done. I have nothing else to tell you. Because why you gone in the bathroom with butter? Like that's not normal. And I cannot I
And my girl
I
made
cannot
us do this multiple times.
and I can't you can't get me to understand it.
oh, man.
Jesus,
There's
and he
nothing
talking about if he buy private butter. What?
Private butter.
There's nothing you could tell me. Like I had trying to think like what you could be doing in the bathroom with the butter. And everything that I could think about, it like way out there.
And man,
And
she
I
baking a
ain't way
cake,
out
man.
there. So
He doing
I
that
ain't
special
no.
thing.
I ain't for you, honey. Tell me.
Clearly not.
It's
You
not
you have more interaction with butter than with me. So you go ahead, my guy.
me ain't competing with butter, not me.
What are you know?
No sir.
This just irritates me so bad, right? This cannot be a real life thing.
This gotta be some weird makeup
This
nonsense
it
happen.
have to be because all the signs that she have and she's still asking questions about this.
You don't even have to go in the bathroom. You leave the kitchen with the butter, we have a problem. The
Okay.
You in the
butter
bathroom
belongs
for
in the
hour.
kitchen.
You in the bathroom for an hour with butter. At one point, I hear water running and I hear moaning sounds in the bathroom. He come back out. So you mean to tell me when you doing laundry, your sheets don't look greasy? Cause ain't no way he getting a whole stick of butter out in the shower. So then, I need for you to stop laughing because what is this?
Because I
There's
see,
somebody that just decided to write something now.
look, I just sitting here thinking, asking the question to myself. Okay, so if he were coming out of the bathroom after an hour with his butter, and he was putting some back in the fridge, would it not be an issue for her? Because she just seemed hung up on the fact that he going in with a whole stick and he ain't putting none back into the bathroom. So it come like that's more of an issue to her than really like what he doing in the bathroom. I mean, that's just how she coming
Her
across to
butter
me.
expensive. She said he wastes him butter.
But it comes on my sofa with your crazy ass. That
And
I
this
know for
is
sure.
what I'm saying. You mean to tell me their sheets look normal after all this butter? It can't possibly be. That don't make sense. So
No,
you seeing butter stains on your sheets? Are you still asking questions? Like that man have to go.
Maybe he's the one that do the laundry. Eh?
Ain't no way.
That would Seneca said that would be his butter for real. She vexed kind of money putting
I
none
mean,
back
it
into the
is his
fridge.
butter. Can he using it?
Man, see why he private butter. He can buy some private.
The man gonna get his private butter stash. Wait till he
Yeah.
find out you could put butter in the freezer.
That
Like,
that
what
way
you doing?
that way he gotta be sitting around here and I talk about, oh, it's so nice to have 3 stick of butter. Oh, it's so nice to have 2 stick of butter. Yeah, the boss. Get
And
no
then
private
to
butter.
try to gaslight her afterwards when he know she keeping track of the butter. Like, I vex with you.
Is it Kerrygold or store brand? I need to know what kind of butter this is.
Because Kerrygold expensive.
Mm-hmm.
It
And
gotta
Lando
be
Lake.
store brand. It gotta be store brand. Kerrygold expensive.
Oh man.
That's a top notch butter right there. Kerrygold expensive. So she just let her butter go without a care in the wall, other than he taking it in the bathroom and he ain't bringing it back out.
Okay.
Well, he'd have had to go in the bathroom one time. One time.
Once more, let me see you going there one time with butter. Butter? With
Never
anything,
again.
and you in there for an hour? My guy, you doing too much.
Okay. Okay. I think that was a good one to end on.
A good one for who? I feel so. I traumatized by that one.
Okay. All right.
What these people are what these people are find never mind.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, thanks.
We'll close on that. All right, folks. Hey, thank you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for taking part. Yeah, Shanaka, she can be our senior woman. Yeah, she that done can pull open her door and if she had to mash up the bathroom door. Our senior woman would have done that and then been in his backside. You know what I'm saying? They saying that Nikki sang sip water and mind my business. That needed serious investigation. It would have had cameras all over all over it. All right.
Crazy.
All right, cool. So this has been another episode of Unhinged. So I'd like to thank you guys for showing up. That's it. Kaya, thank you
Yes.
for taking
Thank
part.
you for having me.
Yes.
Thank you.
Elise, hope you feel better soon. I mean,
And I get a clout for you, Elise. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Okay.
she will play with a slippery slope. All right, folks. So we're traveling. We're traveling. So that's why we started 8 o'clock. Next week we'll be back to 7 o'clock. Although I have a couple of people that keep telling me 7 o'clock too early. Anyway, we'll be back to our regular time, 7 o'clock next week. So until then, y'all take care. Have a good week. Thank you, Kaya. Thank you, Elise. Good night, everyone.
Good
Good
night.
night.